Do you have a bad golf grip that you just cannot change? Well, today you're going to be able to play with your grip with just a simple fix. There are three main bad grips, and we're going to deal with those culprits today. Most likely you fit in one of these three categories if you're watching this video. The first one is this: you have way too strong of a grip with your left hand. And when I say strong, we're not talking about how tightly you squeeze it with your hands. We're talking about how far you turn over your left hand. Turning it over equals strong, turning it the other way equals weak. So, number one is, how do you deal with too strong of a left hand grip? I'm going to give you the fix so that you can play with that grip if you cannot change it. The second main huge mistake with the grip is too weak of a left hand. So it's turned way too far this direction for you right-handed players. I mean, that gets the club in the palm of your hand and on this front pad. You really don't want that, but sometimes people have to do that. Injury, habit, whatever it might be, you just can't change it. I'm going to show you how to swing and play with that grip. And the third one, incredibly common, is like a baseball style of a grip. You come from another sport, this is how you hold the club. Mostly we're dealing with the right hand here, and it's just kind of in the palm. Yeah, we want it up here in the fingers, but maybe you've just played this sport or something like that for so long, this is the only thing that you can do, and every time you change it, nothing works. So I'm going to show you how to swing, how to fix that, so you don't have to change it, you can play with it. Here we go. What do you guys think of the new Foresight launch monitor? Stepping it up for you guys. So you've got this super strong left hand, and 99 times out of 100, or maybe even more, if you have this super strong left hand, your right hand is coming underneath like this. It's very difficult to have this type of setup. You just would naturally not do that. So you're going to be under here as well. So strong left, turn this way. Strong right, turn this way. What this promotes is the ability to flip that club over so much so you're making contact with the club almost in this position. And that's going to really produce some type of shot that looks like this. So if that's common to you, then you're in the right place. I'm going to show you how to play with your grip, but try this and it should work out for you and help you manage out there in difficult grip land. The challenge is you start aiming way right because you do that. So then you got kind of this going. And it's the same thing. The farther right you aim, the worse it's going to get. So here's the fix. I want you, keep your grip, okay? You could play golf like this. We're going to start by this. I want you to aim left, as far left as you can possibly aim. So you're going to first get up here, you're going to aim left, and this is probably what's going to happen. And I don't hate that. Okay, that's just left, but it's better left. It went left and drew, and you're close. It's more than just aiming left. The fix is this: set your club down so that the face is aiming at your target. Okay, so I'm aiming down the white line. Now I'm going to aim way left. And I want that ball position to be up here close to my left foot. The farther forward you get it, the better it's going to be for you. So keep moving it forward, never back. So I'm going to first set my club down at the target. I'm going to aim way left. It's up by my left toe. I'm hitting a 6-iron here. So farther forward always is better. Now I'm going to grab it with my left hand, strong grip, right hand typical under. There we go. And that face is square down my target line. You have to get your hips way open before you hit the ball. The more open they are, the more it's going to be easy for you to keep that club face square through impact. Now, we've already had a massive change. Yeah, it went left, it started left, but it started to cut back. You see how we're eliminating the hook to hook. So that's something you could play with. When it goes left, 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 that's no, no, no. We want it to be manageable. And manageable is I could start it left as long as it comes back to the right. So if you want it to come back a little more, just move it a little bit more forward. But always set your club down first, then get your bad grip, and I moved it even more forward and take my normal swing. And it should start left and start coming back to the right. Most of the time, it's still going to be a little left. You're just going to have to accept that. But at least it's not what it was at the beginning. That's workable. The other one's not. So try that if you have that grip. Moving on. The second one is that too weak grip, where that left hand is just turned way too far towards your left shoulder. Typically, you don't do that. And that, again, it's just the opposite things going on. It doesn't naturally work that way. So your right hand would probably be a little more normal, is what I would like to say. So that's on there, but this hand is really just turned over. And maybe you don't know, maybe you're just hitting this type of shot, because that weak left hand would produce something kind of like this. That flailer way right. You get no distance, no nothing. I hit it 85 yards with the 6-iron, all because you're here, and it causes that club to really rotate open, and you can't get it back to square because that feels too foreign or uncomfortable. Why would somebody have this type of grip? Typically, just injuries lead you down that path, and that's kind of the only way you can hold the club. Most people will try to fix the right shot by aiming more left. It just gets worse when you do that. Notice it keeps going right, and I got 6 more yards out of it, but it's still bad. So the more you aim left, the worse it's going to be. So here's the fix to make that grip playable. It's never going to be amazing. You're not going to be Rory McIlroy all of a sudden. We're just going to be able to get by with what we've got to work with. I want you to take your club, aim it normal. Then I want you to take your normal grip, okay, the weak grip here. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to stagger my feet. So I'm going to drop my right foot back, and I'm going to move my left one forward. So I'm going like this. The goal of this is intentional. I want, in my swing, I want to stall out my hips. I really want those to not be able to turn so much. Because once they stop turning, my hands activate a lot. So I'm kind of stalling out, and I'm intentionally causing a flip rotation style swing. It's not the ideal scenario. However, if you can't change the grip, you're going to have to work with what you got. And this is going to take some feel and practice. It's going to be a little different for everybody, depending on how much rotation you've got or don't got. So stagger that, take my weak grip, and now take my swing. Now, it's still a touch right, but I already got way more yards. I went to 157 versus the 91. So, okay, I want it more. So what do? I'm going to move the ball a touch more forward again and keep the same stagger. So now you just got to find the spot at which it squares up. So there we go. I moved it more forward. Here we go. Stagger. Pretty good. Maybe a little too much. Well, it's around the line. I don't hate that. 164. That's getting it good, because what we're doing is stalling out our hips and letting that catch up. You're going to have kind of a flippy swing, but you're going to have a workable swing. Here's what I would do. I'm going to assume there's some injuries going on, so you're going to have to stretch out your hip flexor here, because it's just going to take a lot more of the brunt of things. So stretching is good. Consult your doctor or whatever you do, your physical therapist, but just you're going to probably get a little sore here in the hip flexor. So do some hip flexor stretches to loosen up and strengthen it up. And then you'll be able to really hit that and be like, oh, phenomenal. I could play golf again with a bad grip. One more to go. The third and final, most common bad grip is going to be kind of your baseball style grip, where maybe your thumb's down the middle, maybe you're holding it more like a baseball bat, and it's a 10 finger is fine, but you are squeezing it like a baseball bat, or that's about the only thing I can think of. So what do you do in this scenario? You can hit shots, but probably this is happening. You line up, you're gonna be more baseball-ish, and you're gonna do stuff like this. And they're gonna be left. You're gonna kind of get by, but you can get by way better with this fix. So typically, when you have this style of grip, you chop down on the ball a lot more. So you're probably taking a big divot that's going way left. And there's a lot of inconsistency happening. So we're gonna get more consistency. That's what we're gonna do. Here we go. I want you to settle, maneuver your body so you're a little open. And then as you open up, I want you to open that club face a little bit like that. As you set up, I want you to open that up. Why am I opening that up? I want you to aim, you're gonna aim a touch left, similar to the first one, but not so much. First one you wanna aim as far as you can left. Here you're just opening up a little bit. But then I wanna open that face so it's pointed right on my target. And again, you're gonna have to feel it out and practice it a little bit, but I want that face pointed to the right more than normal. When that face is pointed to the right, you naturally are gonna take that club back more to the inside. And with that type of baseball style grip, the more inside you come, the shallower you'll get on the downswing towards impact. And when you get more shallow, you don't start taking that giant deep divot and going like chunk left. So I'm just aimed a touch left, open that face a touch right. It's gonna bring it in here and should shallow it out just a touch. There we go. That you can play with. It's not changing your grip at all. All we've ever done is work our alignment a little bit and maybe move the face or open or close the face a touch so that we can play with our current bad grip. You're gonna have some great success. I know it. Good luck. Love you guys. See you next time.